What's poppin', my J dolls? And I'm back with another video. Before we get to this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so don't play with us because we never been one of them, okay? And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, baby. It's free 99. And if you're still not subscribing, it is clear that you're a hater. And you need to say that with your mama because I don't associate with haters at all. At all. Anyways, y'all. Today, I'm actually doing a story time. Yeah, I'm going to do a story time on how my boo, my Tesla boo, how he broke up with me. Like, how he left my ass like it was grass. Like, how he skirted off on me, okay? I'm going to tell y'all about how my Tesla guy was done with me, period. So, y'all, let me tell you right now, this story is old. Like, this story has to be a few months old by this point. So, I felt like I gotta start putting timelines on stuff, okay, y'all? But this story is a little old, like, so yeah. And I only went on 2 dates with this guy, y'all. So let's get into the tea. I feel like Malik is a light-skinned ass name. So I'm gonna, my little cousin's name Malik, he light-skinned. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna name him Malik, right? So I met Malik on Hinge. Yeah, I met him on Hinge. It was like I randomly had matched with him. We were only talking for literally like a day, y'all. We was only talking for like a day or two before he literally asked me on a date. So it was very quick. It was just like, okay, like we talked a little bit, like how's your day going? How's your day going? Maybe like kind of like what do we like? Stuff like that. And literally we went on a date. So he asked me out on a date, and he had picked the date, which I liked about him. Like he gave me two options. He's like, oh, do you want to go for sushi or do you want to go to Dave & Buster's? So I was like, okay, I like him because he gave the girl options, okay? Like a lot of guys either like, what do you want to do? And you got to pick, or they be like, oh, let's go here. So he literally gave me two options. So at the time, I didn't really want to do sushi because I don't eat a lot of rice. Still to this day, I do eat rice, y'all. Don't get me wrong, because if y'all don't know, I lost a lot of weight. I do eat rice, but I cannot eat a lot of rice because my stomach is so small that rice fills me up too quick. I have to eat protein first. So anyways, I was like, oh, I have not had sushi. Y'all, I literally have not had sushi since I had weight loss surgery. So I was like, nah, I'm not really trying to mess with that. Like, because first of all, I'm going to get full as hell. It's going to be awkward because at this point, I hadn't even tell him that I had weight loss surgery yet. So I was like, yeah, let's just go to Dave & Buster's. So y'all, I don't even play games like that. So I was just thinking, like, okay, Dave & Buster's is going to be low-key boring, but we're going to make the best out of it because I suck at video games. I suck at all games, okay? Because I don't play games. I'm too real. So anyways, y'all, we decided on Dave & Buster's. We start texting. At this point, he got my number. At this point, y'all, I'm so tired of giving people my motherfucking number. Am I the only one? Put it in the comments, y'all. Actually, put anything in the comments. Right now, put in the comments a red heart, y'all. Just put a red heart just to push your girl up in the algorithm, okay? I really appreciate it. So, a red heart because your girl almost is monetized. It's about love. We want to spread love. But anyways, y'all, don't y'all hate this dating phase where you got to give all these niggas your number? Like, and then you give them your number and it don't even work out. Like, either you don't like them, they don't like you, or something happens. Like, bro, we could have kept this shit on the app. Like, we could have kept this shit on the app. And that's what I'm about to stick to. Like, if I'm on the app, you're not getting my number. Like, unless I literally go on a date with you, like, you're not getting my number until we go on a date. I'm sorry. So, anyways, y'all, he got my number. We was texting and stuff. And we had started talking about, he told me first, like, it came up in some way of like, oh, I used to be a bigger guy. Like, I've lost a lot of weight. I literally don't know how it came up in topic, but he told me that he used to be like, I think close to 400 pounds and he lost a lot of weight. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's super cool. Because I literally lost a lot of weight too. Like, I didn't tell him my weight, but y'all know my weight if y'all go look at my other videos. So I told him, like, oh, I also lost a lot of weight as well. Like, he was like, oh, I'm going to send you my link for my story. So, like, Lifetime featured a story on him, like, Lifetime the gym, about how much weight he lost and da-da-da. He was just telling me, like, how he had lost all this weight, and sometimes he goes up, sometimes he goes down, but, like, you know, he works out a lot, you know, blase. I'm like, okay, cool, super cool. Like, I'm so happy that we can relate, like, because you don't meet a lot of people that's going through, like, a weight loss journey or been through a weight loss journey, you know. He been going through this journey for years. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I told him I had lost a lot of weight. I told him I would tell him more in person. So when I met him in person, we sat down at the bar, And I literally told him about like my weight loss surgery and everything was cool. So boom, we get to Dave and Buster's. Okay, y'all, we are at Dave and Buster's. He comes, he's late. I don't really care, y'all, because I'm always usually late. I do try to be on time for dates for the most part, or I might be like 5 minutes late. So anyways, at this time, I get here on time. He's running late. He gets there. We meet, we hug. It was cool. Like, he's cool, but I did notice, like, he's very short. For some reason, I keep attracting very short men recently. I do not know why. I don't know what energy I'm giving. Like, I guess when you get smaller, you get shorter niggas. Let me know what I'm giving. But anyways, like, he was pretty short. And for some reason, when I seen him, y'all, and this is not to be mean, like, he is a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man. He's light-skinned. I don't really date a lot of light-skinned men. I've never been in a relationship with a light-skinned man. I never even dated a light-skinned man. I usually like dark-skinned men. But I do find light-skinned men attractive, okay? But he's very attractive, and he gives, like, a little air vibes, you know? But he remind me of my cousin so bad. Like, my stud cousin. Like, he reminds me of my stud cousin that's light-skinned, and I couldn't get out of my head. Like, I was just like, this is kind of turning me off that he looks like my cousin, okay? So, at this point, I'm like, okay, I get to know him, but, like, he wasn't a catfish, I would say, but it's just, I don't know. I was just doing shit, okay, y'all? So, anyways, he seemed like a nice guy, so I was like, okay, let me go out with him. And he was good looking. He was good looking in the face and everything, but it was just like, he just reminded me of my cousin. The height, the body type, the color of his skin, everything, like my stud cousin, all right, y'all? Remember that. So, anyways, I'm like, okay, whatever, let's go on this date. Let's have a good time, because, like, with me, it's not about looks for me. Honestly, I care more that you treat me well. I really do not care about looks. Unless it's like you butt ugly, like, I cannot look at you. Like, if you that ugly, then I can't do it. But if it's like, okay, you some type of attractive, and you're very sweet to me, you treat me like a queen, I am not going to not talk to you. I'm sorry. Like, that I don't care if looks fade easily. Like, I have exes that are fine, but they are shitty ass. They got a shitty ass personality. They shitty ass people. Like, I have those. I don't want those. Like, I want somebody that's gonna treat me well. Like, you could be fine too if you're gonna treat me well. But, like, yeah. So boom, we go on our date. We literally play games. It's super fun. You know, the thing I had noticed about him is he had a very overstimulating personality. When I first met him, like, he had like that nervous laugh, but the laugh almost seemed like a tick. You know how a lot of people, like people that have like, what is it called? Tourette's. You know how people have Tourette's, they have tics. Like, they have a certain sound that they keep doing, or they have a certain movement in their face that keeps happening, or something like that. That, at first, when I first met him, he was just like, like, he just like he would talk and he would do like a nervous laugh, talk and do a nervous laugh, and I'm like, maybe he's just nervous, or does he have a tick, or yeah, I was like confused, but I was like, okay, you know, let's just go with the date, like, never that serious. So we go on a date. He's very like kid-like, okay? The man is around 30 years old. I think he was older than me. So it's like, he's super hyper, a very hyperactive person. So he'd be like, oh yeah, let's go over here. Oh yeah, like, that was his personality. In me, I get very overwhelmed with people like that. So I was like, oh my God, this is kind of chaotic. Like, I have never dated anybody like that. Everybody I date is calm as shit, quiet as shit, okay? There's only my ex that y'all know about, my Switzerland ex. He's the only one that had some type of energy level. Like, and he's not even hyper. Like, so for me, I don't date hyperactive people. So anyways, y'all, I'm like, okay, well, let's just have fun. Let's have fun. So we play the games. The games are fun. Like, he's actually making it fun for me. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, I wouldn't think I was gonna have fun there, but I did. And I actually had a good time, because I was like, okay, maybe I need something different. Like, maybe I need different energy or something. I don't know. So anyways, we go to the bar. We order drinks at the bar. He covers everything, y'all. He pays for everything. He's very nice. He's super sweet. He tells me he likes my braids. He tells me, like, he likes how I look, all this stuff. Very nice guy. And then when we get to the bar, we start talking about our weight loss, and we talked about all of that stuff. And then he starts to get in conversation about his ex. Y'all, I don't even be asking questions. This is the thing. It's something about my aura. I get a lot of deep information from people when I literally don't ask shit. Like, I just be quiet as shit and people just start unloading all their shit on me. So I said, okay, so we're sitting there and he starts talking about like, oh, his last situation. He had like trust issues around that because the last person he was with, they dated for like over a year and then she went back to her ex. She cheated on him with her ex and like he found out when she was out on a trip with him and da da da. And I'm like, okay. There's a couple things here. First of all, it's our first date. Why are you talking about your ex and her being with her ex? Why are we talking about exes on our first date? Okay, baby? Like, first and foremost. So I'm like, okay, you obviously have a lot of compassion. You got a lot of hurt from this. Like, you're not over this. And I told him too, I was like, you know, like, you kind of seems like you're not really over that. Like, you know, you kind of got like a lot of compassion still towards it and stuff. And he was like, oh no, it's because like how she went about it, like how she literally didn't talk to me and like break it off with me in person or even on the phone. Like I had texted her, like she was out of town up north or something like that, y'all. And he had texted her and she wasn't responding and stuff. So he was like, oh, you're with a guy, aren't you? Whatever, da da da. She never responds still. Like, then when she responds, she, like, goes off, like, oh, da-da-da, you're accusing me of this, da-da-da. Then she goes ghost and then comes back and tells him, like, I was with my ex, like, I'm done with you. And breaks it up with him over text message. All right, y'all. This girl's a Scorpio. She's a Scorpio. So I'm thinking at that time, y'all, because at that time, I was communicating with my ex. So I was like, oh, fuck. He keeps attracting women that are still in love with his ex or with their ex. So I'm like, I don't want to be the next woman to fuck him over because I'm still in love with the ex. And it all adds up because I like to break up with people through text message as well, which is something I'm trying to work on, y'all. And I also have a lot of Scorpio on my chart. Maybe you need to start fucking with Scorpios. I don't know. Y'all, because my sun is a Pisces, but my moon and my rising is both Scorpio. Okay, so I was like, okay. This is a red flag on his end because he's talking about his ex on this date, but I am a walking red flag because I'm talking to my ex in real life. So anyways, y'all. So boom, I'm like, okay, interesting. Noted in my head. So we start talking and to find out like I'm not gonna say what he does because I feel like if you live in Minnesota, you can put all these details together. But he told me what he do for work and like literally he has a good job, like he owns a home, he is well off, like, you know, he not like rich, but he is stable, he has enough. So I'm like, okay, cool, like, you know, Delta flight miles, all of that. Okay, I said, okay, like man. So anyways, y'all, he starts telling me on the date about how he has a Tesla. So he started going in about, oh, I got a new Tesla, like I'm just so excited about it. Like this is literally how he tells y'all, like I'm so excited and like I love driving that thing around and da da da, look what you can do on your phone with it. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, like I want to see the Tesla, but I'm also like, what are you on? Why are you so fucking hyper that I literally feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm? So yeah, y'all, so he literally started telling me about the Tesla, telling me about how we leave. He wants to take me to the Tesla to show me the features in the Tesla. He wants to take me on a drive to show me the self-driving. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I also have an electric car, but, like, I have an ID4, da-da-da. I was going to get a Tesla, but I decided to get the ID4. So we started talking about that. Everything's cool. So this is the end of the date, y'all. He takes me to his Tesla. He got his Tesla. I'm never going to tell y'all what type of Tesla he got. Because if I literally tell y'all what type of Tesla he got, you know he from Minnesota. You know he look a little Arab. Y'all could probably, if you know, you can probably put it together. So I'm not going to say what type of Tesla. So anyways, y'all, he takes me to the Tesla, tells me about how he got his Tesla customized and da-da-da-da. I said, okay, man. You got money. You got money. So anyways, y'all, we get in the Tesla. He showed me all the little features on the Tesla. What he shows me, y'all, is a horn that sounds like a fart. So literally you can press it and it makes a fart sound as the horn. And I'm like, you're real childish. You're real. His personality reminds me of my little cousin. And that also turned me off. You look like one of my cousins, my older cousin, and then you act like my little cousin. it was turning me off. But I was like, okay, let's try to be, I try to give everything at least 2 days. I try to give 2 days unless it's like really bad. Like unless you really are just really bad and I don't really mess with you, or you make me pay or something, I don't know, like something like that, then I will not go on a second date with you. But I think at least 2 days, if you just think like, okay, personality is just a little different than what I'm used to, maybe I need something different. Anyways, y'all, he started driving me in a Tesla. Let me tell you about this. The man started driving me in a Tesla. He almost goes the wrong way on the opposite side of the road. I was like, you, because I didn't want to freak him out, y'all, because I am a very aggressive person where I can scare people, especially with driving. Like I used to teach my brother how to drive and I gave him so much anxiety. So I was like, you're like going on the wrong side of the road. And he was like, oh shit, like he was like, I'm so used to this self-driving that I guess I don't know how to drive anymore. I'm like, okay, am I safe with this man? Am I safe? He's literally just driving me down the street, but am I safe? So anyways, y'all, after that, he got me there safely because it was in self-driving mode. So it was driving us, and he was telling me about the stuff. He was showing me this, that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. We started driving back to David Buster's where I parked, and he was like, oh, like, I want to go on another date with you, da, da, da. You seem cool, da, 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 da. We sat in the car, we talked. When we get to talking in the car, y'all, he goes into more details about his ex and telling me about how he was so pissed and how he like, I was just like, bro, why are you giving me this information? Do you see me give you information on my ex? Like, I could, but why would I do that when I'm here with you? So anyways, y'all, literally, he keeps talking about the situation with the ex, and then he gets into details. When we were in David Buster, he didn't tell the details, but the details, y'all, was the fact that he should have seen the signs. He should have seen the red flags, as he should have, because this girl was living with her ex. Okay? He says that she told him she just doesn't have the finances to move out on her own. The lease is not up. Blase, blase, blase. So boom. Once the lease is finally almost up, he offers, like, hey, I can help you find a place. Hey, I can even help pay for some of this. So I'm like, okay, you're a trick. I like a trick. Might need to go on another date with you. Yeah, this is literally what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm like, so you're willing to get her a new place, okay? He said that he took her on all these trips. Like, he paid for her to go on all these trips. I'm like, you like to pay for trips too? Noted. Anyways, y'all. So, boom. He literally tells me about this. And he tells me that she would go and see, like, places and then say, oh, no, it didn't work out. It was always an excuse. Bitch, you just don't want to leave your ex. You want both of them. Why would you want one when you have two? That's kind of what she was getting. So, anyways, he thinking they're platonic. They just sticking it out for the lease to be up. Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? Because, I'm sorry, soon as you tell me, hey, I live with my ex, I live with my baby mama, I got a baby mama, you're gone. It's nothing to talk about. Like, it's no longer any conversations. I will never see you again. So, he was trying to be understanding, and he was trying to work it out, I guess, with this girl. They started dating. They wanted to take things slow. In my eyes, I think she wanted to take things slow, and he just kind of went with it. She wanted to take things slow because she still needed to straighten up her situation at home. This is what they was talking about. Like, she didn't want to be in a relationship until she had got out of the house with this man. Right? He said he was confused because he would drop her off in front of her house. And he's sure, like, my ex seeing her with him and stuff like that. So he's just confused, like, that they end up screwing around. Like, he thought it was very platonic. Like, they were just trying to end their lease because he had dropped her off a few times. Anyways, y'all. So, she says this about the dating thing. They were dating for a whole year. So, I had to break it down to him. Because my role is to just be real with people sometimes, even when they don't want to hear it. But, I was like, well, technically, she didn't cheat. She didn't cheat. She lied. Did she lie? Yeah. Is she conniving? Yes. But she didn't cheat because y'all was not in a relationship. Y'all was dating for a year. Y'all wasn't even exclusive. Like, y'all wasn't in a relationship and y'all wasn't even exclusive. So, she didn't cheat. She was single. You were single. So I had to tell her, I was like, honestly, I think it was more like you were being delusional. I literally told him that. I was like, I'm sorry, don't take this offensively, but I think you were being delusional, and we all are delusional. You know, I've been delusional plenty of times. I'm delusional right now, okay? So I've been delusional a few times. Like, I was in situationships. I knew they weren't going no motherfucking place. Bitch, I knew they wasn't even going down the block or around the corner, okay? But I wanted to think it was going to go somewhere. I wanted to think it was going to go 1,000 miles. But it wasn't even going around the corner. Okay, so anyways, y'all, I told her, like, you know, obviously, like, she was holding off on being in a relationship with you for a real reason, not because she didn't want to end, like, because she was waiting for her lease to end. It's really because she just didn't want to be in a relationship with you. And I think sometimes we just be in delusion thinking, like, oh, we can change a person's mind, we can wait it out, and that's not reality. That's not reality. You gotta live in reality. Don't even live for potential. Live for right now. So anyways, y'all, I told him this, and he was like, oh, no, but she was telling me she loved me, and blah, 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 like, right even before she cheated, she said, I love you so much, I would never do anything to mess this up with us. Sound like a guilty bitch to me, because why is you saying all this before you went on the trip? Like, what are you trying to prove? It's like you're trying to prove something to me and yourself, you know? So anyways, y'all, was she conniving? Yes, for telling him, oh, I love you and all this stuff, and then the whole time she doing shit behind his back. The whole time she probably was using his ass. Let's be honest. She probably was using his ass as a kind of a placeholder type of vibe. She got back with her ex, and then she got done with him. I'm guessing that's kind of what happened. So at this point, he done told me this whole thing. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, this was a lot for the first date. Not only are you telling me about your exes and stuff, but you also overwhelm me with your overstimulated behaviors and personality. So, yeah, at this point, I'm like, okay, whew. It was fun, but I need to decompress. You know those people that you ever been around where it's like, oh, it's fun, but it's like overly fun, like a little too much energy. Then when you get home, you feel drained. Like, oh my God, I need a break. It's like being with kids. Like when I have my little cousins, like 3 of my little cousins, it was like that with him. When I got 3 little cousins, it's fun to have fun. And then I'm like, okay, take your ass home. I'm gonna drop y'all off. Like that is how I felt. So I was like, okay, after this day, I was like, why not? He had already asked me on the second day, like, oh, you want to go on the second day? Like, let's when are you free? So he had already booked in the second day. So I was like, okay, this is a lot. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Like, this is literally what I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but we already got this date, so I'm gonna just go to the second date, see how I'm feeling. So second date rolls over. He picks Punch Bowl Social. I've been to so many dates on Punch Bowl. I literally been to Punch Bowl Social on so many dates. It don't make no sense. Like, men are the least creative creatures there are on earth. But anyways, okay, we go there. We get drinks. He gets food. I don't get food because at this time I literally had to wait to drink to eat, and vice versa. So I had already ate. Oh, no, let me tell y'all what happened. Because I had texted him. I said, because we were supposed to go bowling at Punch Bowl Social. So I said, hey, are we just going to go bowling or are we going to eat? So I could just know because then I need to eat beforehand. Like, I had to schedule my stuff out. So he's like, oh, like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, we're not going to eat. Like, we're just going to bowl. Like, you can just eat. You can go ahead and eat or whatever. So I was like, cool, perfect. I was kind of a little irritated because I was like, okay, bro, I got to rush to make my food or whatever. So I had already started making my food because he was taking forever to like get back to me. And I started heating up my food and stuff, and I started eating. But as I started eating, he texted back. He's like, actually, I'm kind of getting hungry, so we might just get food too. So I'm like, oh, I already ate, so I'll get a drink and you can eat. So anyways, y'all, we go to Punch Bowl Social. We sit with each other. He orders food. He has the same very hyperactive personality, which is not a bad thing for people that like that. So anyways, y'all, we sit down, we're talking, and his food comes, and he gets wings. He gets chicken wings. And I think he ordered something else, but I think he ordered something else, some more food, but I can't remember. But anyways, he started triggering me because the thing about him is, like, when he lost weight, he gained a little weight back. Or he gained some amount of weight back, okay? Which is a part of life. That's what I think people need to understand. Because like even with my weight loss surgery, people are like, oh, there's this person gained all their weight back. This person gained weight. Da, 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 da. Let me ask you bitches. When the last time y'all been the same weight for 3 years? Bitch, please. Y'all backs done got bigger by the year, bitch. And I don't give a fuck, y'all. I literally hate when people do like, y'all be up here so concerned about somebody that lost weight, but y'all been gaining the weight. Like, we're humans. Like, women's weight are gonna fluctuate. Not anyone's gonna be the same exact weight for the rest of their lives. Y'all just be ready for a motherfucker to go downhill. That's what it is. But y'all too worried about other people gaining their weight back that y'all ain't worried about the weight y'all been gaining back. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, baby. Anyway, so boom. So it's very normal. But when he started to eat, it started to trigger me because he ate in a binging way that overwhelmed me. Because this lesson, let me tell y'all, this was like 2 to 3 months ago. So it was like I'm still experimenting with food. I'm not eating out a lot. You know, I'm not going to a lot of restaurants. Now I'm a year out, so I've been to a little bit more restaurants. But still, I eat very slow. And I get overwhelmed when people eat like immensely around me. Because it's like, it triggers my brain of like, how I used to eat. I don't know. So anyways, like y'all, he ordered these wings. When I tell you he ate so fucking fast. But I think all men eat like this. Like, bro, even my friend that's my coworker, he be eating so fucking fast. Okay, so I think it's just a guy thing as well. But he was eating so fast and like just being so happy about this food. And then like he wants to order more food. And I was just like getting overwhelmed because I was like, bruh, this is triggering me because I have a healthier relationship with food now. I don't know if I can have a partner that is like this, kind of like erotic, especially when it comes to food. And the fact that he's lost a lot of weight, and that's gonna make me want to help him. Like, hey, like we shouldn't be doing this, but I'm not his mother, and I'm not controlling anybody because I hate that. I hate when people try to control me because I remember, y'all, when somebody in my family member had lost weight, had weight loss surgery, and she would be like, oh, you should eat this, you should do that, you know. I was like, hell no, bitch. You on a diet, not me. So I get it now. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to overwhelm people that don't want to be overwhelmed, right? So at this day, I'm already feeling very overwhelmed. I'm like, this is awkward because he does not care about how he acts in public. Like, he is very theatrical. The way he acts, like that is a lot for me because it's still not working out. But I do care about what people think of me sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I care about what people think about me. If people are looking at me, what is going on. Like, I don't like to look like I'm out with a child. Okay, so at this point I'm like, okay, interesting. All right, so now we're supposed to go bowling. But when we were supposed to go bowling, I don't know what had happened. It was starting to get too late because we started talking at the table, blah, blah, blah. He seemed cool when we was talking. We talked a lot about work and stuff that we used to do, and we talked about his family. We talked about his family. We talked about his real estate. Like, he owns like real estate that he rents out and all this stuff, which I like that he's driven. Like, he's a businessman and he has a good job. I do like that about him. It was just everything else was too much. So anyways, y'all, we talking. We get over to play the games. We playing, we throwing the sacks in and whatever. And then he's like dancing like this. Like, when he gets it in the sack, and I'm like, look, my dog is even appalled. You know, I was just like, and there was 2 black pie men over there. And I'm like, this is awkward because I'm like this cute girl and I'm wearing my little 2-piece little cute outfit. And then I'm with this man that looks like a man child. Or not in the looks, but in his actions. And he's so loud and theatrical. So anyways, y'all, we got through the date. I still feel overwhelmed and I feel overstimulated by his personality. So I was like, okay, after this date, I'm probably not going to see him again. I kept thinking in my head, like, should I see him? Should I not see him? Like, he has a good job. He has, like, the stuff on paper I need. But then he doesn't have the personality that I like. He's not the look that I usually like. So, anyways. So, at this point, I'm like, okay, whatever. let's get out of here. So we get out of there, we get back, he starts to tell me like, oh, we should hang out again, like I think we should do this day, da da da. And I'm like, okay, like yeah, we can do that day. So at this point I'm planning, okay, this next date I gotta cut it off with him. Like I just gotta tell him like, hey, like you're a cool guy, but I just kind of be feeling a little overwhelmed. Because y'all, he told me, he was like, honestly, girls have told me that my personality is just too much for them. Like, but it's usually the boring girls, the girls that da 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 da, like and I'm like, nah, it's too much. It's too much. I don't know who could deal with it, but somebody did. So anyways, y'all, so boom, I was like, okay, next day I'm gonna break it off with him and just tell him this is not gonna work. This is just wasting my time. And I was about to go to Switzerland, and I told him that I was going to Switzerland. He's like, oh, what are you going to Switzerland for? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go see a friend. Like, I had to lie, y'all. I had to lie. God forgive me. And I had told him that I am still friends with my ex, because we had talked. He asked me about my ex and like when the last time I was in a relationship. And really, my last time in a real relationship was with my Switzerland ex. Like, I was in a situationship, but we weren't in a relationship, you know. So that was 2 years ago when me and my Switzerland ex were together. Okay. So anyways, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, we were supposed to go on another date, and that date I was going to tell him, hey, this is just not going to work for me. Well, God did, okay? So he ended up texting me right before the date, and he was like, hey, like, actually, like, something came up, like, and I'm actually, like, seeing somebody now, and, like, I'm sorry, like, I hope you're not mad at me, da-da-da-da-da-da. I literally texted back, I said, oh, no, I'm not mad at all, like, I'm wishing you guys the best. Literally, y'all, he literally broke it off with me, and I was so happy because I was like, I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. And I got a whole trip. Like, I had a whole trip in a couple weeks that I knew that, okay, if me and my ex, like, really hit it off, even if we don't even just hit it off, I'm not going to be able to communicate with this man while I'm out with my man. And then on top of that, we're going to hit it off, and I'm going to have to break up this man's heart after he already been broke down like this multiple times, that people keep going back to their exes. So it worked out for the both of us. But yeah, y'all, that's a little story time. My camera's about to overheat. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.